Welcome to Sports Now. I'm your host, Kirsten Peters.
And I'm Eric Beideman.
Fall sports have officially come to an end with the completion of the ECAC tournament on November 18th for women's soccer.
In the semifinals, Wilkes fell 2-1 against Albright. Junior midfielder Haley Evans got the Colonels out to an early 1-0 lead 3 minutes and 38 seconds into the first half.
But one goal was not enough to lead the Colonels to victory, as the Lions answered 6 minutes into the second half to tie the game.
Albright secured the win with a little over 6 minutes remaining in the contest, sending them to the ECAC championship game, in which they fell to McDaniel 3-2 on the following day.
Wilkes concluded the year with their second consecutive season of over 10 wins.
With all the fall sports officially being over, Colonel Athletics has made the shift to winter sports mode.
Men's basketball ripped off 4 straight wins to start their season. In their first win against Penn State Hazleton, Mark Mullins, Rob Pecorelli, and Marcus Robinson all lit up the stat sheet.
Mullins finished with a game-high 23 points and 8 rebounds. Pecorelli added 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Robinson contributed 15 points.
In the Rinso Marquette tournament, Wilkes beat Bethany College in the first round. After advancing, the Colonels beat Lebanon Valley in the championship.
Against Bethany, Pecorelli and Robinson combined for 51 points, and the Colonels used a 16-0 run to start the second half to break open a close game that allowed them to win by 20 points.
Against Lebanon Valley, the Colonels remained unbeaten by the skin of their teeth. Although they held a double-digit lead with just over 3 minutes remaining, Lebanon Valley staged a 9-1 run that threatened the Colonels' 83-81 victory.
Pecorelli and Mullins proved to be invaluable for the Colonels from beyond the arc and on the boards. Point guard Landon Henry contributed 10 points as well, making that the third time Henry has reached the 10-point mark in his career.
In their home opening against Penn State Wilkes-Barre, the men's basketball team had 5 players reach double figures.
Mullins led with 20 points, while Walzer finished with a career-high 14 points. Tommy Bowen registered his third career double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Pecorelli and Robinson added 18 and 12 points respectively.
After starting the season with an average of 25.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 2.7 assists after only 3 games, Pecorelli was named the MAC Freedom's Player of the Week.
As for women's basketball, they fell to Susquehanna, Marywood, and the University of Scranton before securing an 89-61 win over Penn State Wilkes-Barre.
13 different players registered points for the Colonels, including leading scorer Maddie Kelly with 16, Gab Giordano with 11, and Ashley Castor with 10.
The Colonels shot 47.4% from 3, while also out-rebounding their opponent 40-29.
In the first meeting between crosstown rival Kings College, the men's ice hockey team and goaltender Brandon Gordon earned the program's first ever shutout in a 3-0 victory.
Goals by Phil Erickson, Nick Fia, and Scott Aaron got the job done for the Colonels before falling later in the week to Hamilton in overtime, 3-2.
Tyler Barrow proved to be the man of the day for Wilkes, scoring both Colonel goals in their loss to Hamilton.
As for the women's ice hockey team, they fell 5-0 in a shutout by Chatham in their only contest of the week.
Despite the 5-0 loss, goaltender Allie Jolly played all 60 minutes and made 40 saves for the Colonels.
As for Colonel Wrestling, Wilkes opened its duel schedule a perfect 4-for-4 at the Southeast Duels. Dylan O'Connor, Kyle Medro, Joshua Brown, Michael Brown, Nicholas Raccanelli, and Aston Janice recorded 6 wins in their 10 bouts for the Colonels in the first match against Otterbein.
In the second match of the day against Everett, those same 5 previous wrestlers and Mustafa Al-Maki and Roger Horton secured Colonel wins.
In the third match against Greenboro, Nicholas Bauer, Matthew Judge, and Austin Kaminsky wrapped up the 23-point victory.
The Colonels finished off the day with their highest scoring output of the duels against Bluefield. All but one win came with extra points for the Colonels.
Medro, Janice, Kyle Trout, Brock Horton, Cody Dix, Austin Spar, and Mason Madden Edwards contributed to the Colonels' final victory of the day.
Lastly, in sports news, the men's and women's swim teams competed at the Diamond Invitational hosted by Kings.
The men's team placed second out of 9 teams, earning 574 points, recording 3 program records and 9 new records overall. The second place finish was also the best for men's team at the annual event since the program's rebirth in 2014.
Jared Byron set his 3rd individual record and broke the Wilkes 100 freestyle record with a time of 47.88 seconds.
The team of Byron, Nick Martino, Trey Harloff, and Joseph Antelock broke the relay record with a time of 3 minutes and 16.11 seconds.
Timothy Setchler-Stone set the other program record with a time of 2 minutes and 6.70 seconds in the 200 backstroke.
On the women's side of things, the Colonels placed 7th out of 9 teams, earning 237 points. The finish was also the best for the women's team since the program's rebirth in 2014.
Abby Keating set the program's 100 backstroke record, leading off the 400 medley relay with a time of 1 minute and 4.77 seconds, as well as winning the 200 IM event.
Keating kept her solid weekend going with a 3rd place finish in the 200 butterfly.
All in all, it was a solid week for Wilkes Athletics. That's all we have today for Sports Now. I'm Kirsten Peters.
And I'm Beideman. We'll be right back after we toss it to this public service announcement.